Let's kind of get this thing going. I don't even know how the camera I have set up. But actually, now that I've been recording a little more, I think I've been becoming more comfortable with actually talking to a camera and being alone and not feeling all weird. Even though I was looking on my video, on my channel, and I see that I have uploaded, I think 34, and this is going to be my 35th video when I'm done editing it. So I have to say that I'm very proud of myself. So basically what I'm doing today, or what I have been doing, is kind of trying to figure out a way for me to restudy some of the material from the real estate exam test, since I got a 67% on that fucking test. Even though I used like that AliExpress website, which I do have to say that did help me some to understand some terms, but I think they were guaranteeing that I should have passed that test or else I get my money back. I'm gonna take a look at that, even though I just paid like $100 for the portion of the final exam review. I was actually gonna take a look on my phone because I was, why can't I say that word? Scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this girl on how she studies. And I was like, I need to save this video so I can take her pointers and see if they apply her, what would you call it? Apply her technique of how she studies, so to see if it helps me. So let me see if I have the video. So basically what she was doing, and I don't think I saved it. She was doing is basically as she was reading the book, which this is the one that I'm starting with, is the California Real Estate Principles. As she was reading the book, she was skimming through the book and she was highlighting things that would basically stand out to her that were of some importance, I should say. And then she would make little notes on the side of that if she didn't understand like some words that she was reading. And she would basically write the definition next to that paragraph with a little definition. And then like somewhere else she would word in her own sentence in her own words. And then basically go back and do like a chapter review. Even though these have summaries, do your own summary of the chapter. So that's kind of what I have been working on. So this is the first, what I did. That was important to me. I even like real estate final exam review notes. It's the real estate principles chapter 1. This is kind of what I was coding it. And then pretty much listing things that A, were not making sense to me at one point, and B, maybe kind of writing them down just in case if it's of importance for that chapter. So far I have to say that it did help a bit. Who was that girl? I'm trying to see who that girl was so that I can at least give her credit if this ever makes it to anyone or anything or anyone watches. It probably didn't save it. I have to say I do save a lot of like cooking TikToks. I think I'm gonna start doing more of TikTok cooking things for mental health to kind of help me get out of my mind. I have a crap ton of saved. It's really funny. I don't have like that many like screenshots and a lot of saved. Can you focus? A lot of saved videos. This is not a naked person, so don't think it's a like exercise one. And then affirmations that I see that I like. The high reviews, test scores on that AliExpress, I was getting like 97s above 90, so I was for sure going into the final exam when I took it last, and you know what, I'm gonna get at least, like I was like not even trying to be not cocky, it's like if I get a 70 I'll be happy, or if I was shooting for an 81, because I was thinking it's like I was getting all these 90 questions where I was having problems with the finance questions. That's where I was having issues with. But I even highlighted what I did bad on, and again, financing, which I already knew that going into it, and then transfer of property, contracts and property valuation, and financial and analysis. I can't even freaking say that word. I got pretty close to 60 on all of them. Maybe that's my overall score was a 67. Because I did really good on law of agency and can't even freaking say the word, but I did well. Fiduciary duties and also practice of real estate and disclosures. I did well on that, and also property ownership and land use. So I have to say that I did well on some of that. So I do have to give some to Allied. Let me see. What is that website called? Oh, it's called the Alley Real Estate School. So that's what it's called Allied Real Estate School. So that's kind of what I've been using, and I paid $100 for it so that they could assist me with that. So I'm noticing that I have a photographic memory. So as I was going through the test, I wasn't really, how would I put it? I wasn't really like knowing the right answer. I think it was just because my mind knew where it was located in the test. That's why I was clicking on it. So now I think I'm gonna stay away from that for a bit and kind of get back to the books instead of just using that, so I can kind of get a better understanding of this studying. So I'm hoping this helps. And also not doing it in bed, because before I was studying in bed, and it all comes back to being depressed and being stuck in your mind, and literally not me getting out of my mind and staying in bed and studying in bed and eating in bed. And maybe that's why I ballooned up to like almost 400 pounds at that point. So it's starting back at basics. And since basically me, I never really did go to college after. I did attempt it, but it wasn't really for me, because all through school I worked a full-time job. So I was more concerned about making money than really studying. And now that I have the opportunity to study and I at least have to say that I'm blessed for that. That I have the opportunity to basically study, even though other shit might be going on, I can at least say I have this. And I have to look forward to that and build on that and not give up and just say, you know what, fuck it, let me just go get a job that I'm used to, because I knew that's kind of where my mind wanted to go to, and just go back to safety. But maybe in the moment of burning your house, or whatever you want to call it, yourself burning up, maybe that's why they call it the rise of the phoenix, because once everything burns up, you rise into this better version of yourself. So I kind of wanted to record a little video of how I was studying for my real estate exam on this month of December. It's really not a vlogmas video. It's really more of a vlog of a lifestyle, how I study, and it's in the month of December, so I'm just gonna call it vlogmas. Why not? Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. So I did write notes, and this is basically what I was doing before I was studying. Some of these notes I was writing. I think I'm gonna go, no, I don't even think, yeah, some of these notes. And also the other thing that I did that I kind of need to start reviewing again, and maybe making other, these are all flashcards for words in real estate terms. Maybe I need to kind of go through all these and kind of work on them and reword them in my own wording, instead of the wording that I was copying them from. I'm gonna do that. So some ideas. So if anyone watches this as they're probably trying to study for the real estate exam, please take time to actually study. I did watch a couple videos before I signed up for the test and stuff to kind of give me pointers, and I kind of just half-assed it. Well, not really half-assed it, but I was really paying just attention to the Allied Real Estate School, thinking that I was just gonna pass it, because it was going to be the exact same thing, because they were guaranteeing me passing. So yeah, but if you're seeing this video, I hope that you are enjoying your holiday season in the month of December of 2020. And there's technically, I think, less than 25 days left not even 25, less than 20 days in the year, if I'm correct. No, I'm not right. I'm not less than 20. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do math. But anyways, there's less than 25 days. Let's just say that. I'm just gonna go with that because I don't feel like looking at it. Enjoy yourself. Make sure that you are carving time for yourself. I'm thankful maybe that this one year I don't have to stress about having to buy people gifts, planning on having anyone over, or me going to anyone's house, because really at this moment I'm alone, and I'm happy for it. Actually, now that I think of it, because I've been seeing other people and how stressed they are. Watch make some time for yourself. Because believe me, these are holidays, and yes, it's about the family and everything. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be dependent on what you give them. It should be dependent on what you're able to offer them mentally and spiritually. Maybe it should be coming to that point now. Yes, gifts are beautiful, but if you don't have the funds to, why stress over it? And maybe make a home. What do you call it? What do you call it? I don't even know. I'm a tad. Home gifts. Yeah, maybe make home gifts and give them. But take time for yourself. Make sure that you guys are practicing self-care and self-love. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Worry about yourself. And that's one thing that I'm kind of trying to live. That I have to say that I appreciate all those people that are bold enough to walk out in their authentic body size. Because me, even though that I've been at the biggest size, I was never comfortable going out with how some people go out. Like, I would always have a jacket, a vest. People would make fun of my vest all the time for me consistently wearing it, but it was my comfort, my blanket that covered me. But anyways, I'm getting off track. What I'm trying to get back is love yourself. Think about yourself. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy yourself. And if you don't have anyone, you are not alone in this. And this is just one Christmas holiday, or sorry, not Christmas holiday, one holiday season that you might be alone, or two, or whatever. But know that you're not alone. There's many people out there like you, like me. But that is all for this video. Till next time, stay beautiful, but most of all, stay kind to yourself. Adios.